Hey everybody, happy Monday. It's comics time again. We got two comics going on tonight, and I haven't even started on Legend of Bill, so we're gonna be drawing that one fresh, just like we did last time. Should be pretty cool. I'm getting a little bit later start tonight because the cat who always hangs out with me while I stream decided to barf under my desk, so that was awesome. That was a good time. Super good time. Let me make sure I'm all set up here tech-wise. Looks like we are live. Woo! Welcome everybody on YouTube. Let me get this Twitch chat straightened out, and I think we'll be good to go. Chat doesn't seem to want to load for some reason, but we'll get there. And hopefully you guys can hear me. If there's any audio issues, let me know, or if music's too loud. I am simul streaming tonight on YouTube, Watch Me Work, and Twitch, of course. I think we're good to go. I'm just going to reload Twitch right quick just to see if we can get the chat up. Make sure I'm not missing anything. And I got a glove up anyway, so. Hopefully we'll get it. Hey, there's the chat room. Welcome, chat. Let me get Nightbot all running here too. Forgot that one. Whoopsie. So many different web pages to have open to stream. I need like 2 PCs, you know, or like a box where I can monitor what's happening, and then the box where I can, you know, like actually stream from. That way I'm not stressing my machine out. Which, I mean, it's not like it's a dinky machine. Hey, Free W. Welcome to the YouTube side. Team YouTube over there. So let's pull up Legend of Bill from last week and check it out and then see what we're going to do. There we go. Sometimes it doesn't want to get over there. We also make sure we've got, yeah, it's working. All right, cool. So last week on Legend of Bill, I wanted to tie up this loose end with General Fozzik and Bill, and I always like to put the little, you know, the title here, so when you mouse over it. And yeah, I got quite a few comments on this one, so I think everybody liked it. Like that pop culture reference, right? Glad you're not holding a grudge. The commenters even got the bobby pins, which was like, I was super happy about that. Like that made me feel good, because I wondered if that joke would land, and it totally did. So now we need to follow up with this just a little bit. I'm still sort of writing the whole girl talk part of the storyline, if you remember, where one of our characters pulled Dark Gina off and was like, "Come on, girl." And Free W on Twitch. Welcome, welcome. And so we're still writing that. So here's what I'm thinking for this strip here. Here's what I'm thinking. Okay. Make sure I got my pencil that I love. So we definitely need the shot of Bill flying by, at least his feet, and Frank. So here's what I'm thinking. And like I say, we're just starting this from scratch, literally from scratch. I've got a gnome strip to finish up that I ended up not being able to finish last week. And so there's that as well that needs to be done. But in the meantime here, give Frank a little ooh face, kind of like that. And then this eye is going to be closed, like, ooh. Not the best Frank head. We can adjust it though. Remember, right now we're just sort of sketching out ideas. I think if we move this up a little bit, get that a little flatter, not have it turning so much. Free W, how was your Monday? I hope you had a good weekend too. Still want to figure out this mouth for Frank here right quick. It's just so important. Ooh, yeah. He's like, ooh. Ooh. Yeah, dude. The cooler weather is definitely, I'm digging it. Digging it, digging it. Definitely loving it. I'm ready. What is that? Oh, hello there. Over at Watch Me Work. Got a little fun little musical journey there. I didn't realize you were playing. Is it El Siled? Is that right? El. I'm probably destroying your name, L, if you can hear me, which I assume you can. But I love the drawing you're working on too. Very cute. Tristan, welcome. Yeah, Free W, I think it got a little stormy today around here. It started looking like we may have some fun, but and I say fun like in air quotes, but it didn't quite happen today. But honestly, I haven't been tracking for this area. So Tristan, how was your Monday? And Tristan, I have to say thank you so much for backing on Patreon. That is awesome. I really appreciate it. It is my goal to get a lot more active on Patreon once I figure out what you know, what people like and what motivates them to engage and things like that. I may just have to, you know, shotgun stuff in just to see. Oh, you know what? We're missing an opportunity here. We're missing a good gag opportunity. Oh, my music. That's right. I muted it to see what was going on. There we go. I wondered why it was so quiet. Okay. Let me minimize that. So yeah, I think we are missing an opportunity here to I should have moved the pivot on that. Man, how to do this the right way. How to do this the right way. Let's start with this one. We're going to have Bill flying by overhead. Because he got jacked last week. You know what? Here, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's knock this way down, and then we're going to pull out this other layer. And I think we're going to leave Frank like he is, but maybe have... Let's see if I can pull this off. I don't even know if I can pull this off or not. This is going to be rough. I don't even know if I can pull this off. And then have like... Man. Oh no. Free W, I hope you're doing better. I hope everything's okay. Family time is so important too. Like it really is. I'm trying to not cover up that. I'm trying to not get into a weird place with like the horn, not horn, but the sort of dragon's plate there on his back. I just don't know if this is gonna work or not, because you got to have like the whole right, like, you know, I think if we do this kind of thing, it might work. Let's just throw another layer on there. We'll go ahead and save this too while we're working on it. Oh, free W, dude. I am so sorry to hear that. That's not cool at all. Yeah, that's definitely reason for family time, and quite a wake up call, I imagine. Every day matters, man. Every day matters. Oh. Well, Free W, honestly, if you ever need to talk or anything, and I'm streaming, my channel is open as long as you don't mind it, you know, being broadcast. I totally understand, though. Totally understand. Whoops. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, a lot of the gaming streams are more. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but they're definitely more active, more sort of like about the show. You know, it's more like a radio show, and we're. I guess the creative streamers are more like the call-in talk radio of Twitch. Yeah, yeah, we're like the talk radio, the NPR of Twitch. I think I'm gonna do this. I think I'm gonna do these weird curvy ears on him, just cause. We're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. That's totally the way we should handle it. Just make up locations. We've got Tristan from Hoboken. You're on the air. Says he has seen 34 Bigfoot sightings. Do it like Art Bell, the old Art Bell show. Yeah. Public broadcasting. Yeah, I've been thinking about actually jumping into the whole Discord thing. I mean, I definitely use it for gaming and things like that, but I have not like set up a dedicated server or anything for creative streaming. I will say this though, all depending on the crowd. I have checked in over on Pymation's Discord server before, or like while he's had it broadcasting during his streams, and man, is it just a lot going on. Everybody is jockeying for attention, trying to say the next funny thing, you know? It gets really, really, like, intense. Get that hard angle right there to make sure everybody knows this is a boot. What's this a boot? Haha. We're gonna do like the cartoony legs, like the like he's stretched out a little bit. That's the other thing we'll do. Is we'll take these leaves like this. Hey, Dapus, how are you? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Just checking in on all the different streams. Are you having a good Monday? So Bill goes flying. I'm not even gonna do his skirt. Let's just move over. How do I want to handle this? I had it in my head. Let me go musicless for a second, guys. Let me put my thinking cap on here. Let's get the sound of silence. What do I need to do with Bill? Frank is being such a pill. How does he want to be drawn? Bill flies off. Now here's the dumb thing. I got rid of those ears that I already drew once, and I should have just kept them because I could use them again once I move this over here and get some placement. We're gonna move Frank up in the frame a little bit and give him a let me think about this, because I want to do a little surprise ending thing here. How to do. Yeah, let's drop this down just a little. Okay. And then mainly we want to do that. And then come back in. Whoop, not on that level though. Yeah, there we go. So Frank is going to turn his head up just a little bit. Like so. We're going to open this eye back up and have it be looking at us. Then give a little shoulder in here. Frank always gets the short end of the stick when it comes to screen space, panel space. It's gonna have eyebrows going. Then we're going back to up here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we'll work that out. It's a little bit large, but I think we got it. Something like that right there. Okay. Now, while we've got that going, we'll do something like this. Then we can get rid of this sketch copy layer. Okay, let's step back here and just take a look right quick while we finish up this third panel. Change Frank's nose just a little bit. Dapus, things have been pretty chill here too. The weather sort of held off. We haven't seen much of the hurricane yet, and so I don't even know if we will see a lot of the hurricane at this point. Oh, welcome back, Tristan. All right, I'm putting the music back on, guys. Let me turn the volume down just a little bit for myself. Hopefully it doesn't affect you guys. But let me know if it does. All right, let's get back in here. A little too close for what I want. There we go. Yeah, we'll bring... Oh no, did the wrong layer. We got a little shallow here. I would rather this sort of flow across right here. You know? Whoop, whoop. There we go. And then Frank is going to have a risque-ish line here. Now, here's where the fun comes in, because we're going to flip the script now. So we're letting everybody know story-wise. We did the thing with Bill. That was pretty funny. He got punched. Psh, he's flying through the air. Whoosh. He'll land somewhere. You know, he's fine. So then we've got Frank. Again, we're tying up story, loose ends in the story here. Frank's going to get... Whew, Bill flies by. He's going to say something here, which I already know what it is, but we'll get to that in a minute because it's a little bit blue. It's a little bit of a bluer joke, but I think it's still kind of safe. It's not really a blue joke, but it'll be a little bit risque if you know the joke. All right, so then we do that. And then here we're flipping the script. So we're doing the joke in the second panel. And here's where I would love to have a giant out of nowhere and about like that. Wait. Boom, that's exactly right. I want to wait. And then here, actually, I'm going to go ahead and type this one. Excuse me. Goodness. I'm coming to do the battle. Let's see if we can get this to work. Doesn't necessarily need it to... Ooh, you know what would be better, actually? Well, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, did it? Dapus, let me see if I'm dropping frames. Nope, no frames dropped tonight. No, I think we're all good, Dapus. So you may want to restart. Okay, it's back now. Okay, cool. Good. Good, good. Exactly. Flying Bill, Frank says, and then we get, wait, I'm coming to do the battle. So what I want to do here is tie up the loose end with Dark Gina's dad, King Roland. And I may have hemmed myself into a corner here by putting this weight right here. I think it would be more effective and tie things together better if we pulled this out completely, like that. And then maybe gave Frank a different speech balloon. I feel like that's going to make more sense. Because see, Frank, that's the whole thing. Frank and the King have this sort of odd little relationship that was set up at a dinner party, wow, probably last year in the comic strip. And it's just now sort of playing out. So if we make a new layer. See, we could do the classic thing where we do the yeah, I don't know if I want to do it that bad, but we do. Oh, you know what? And then we could even do like where it like blows out of the speech balloon, you know? Wait. And then we'll have it over here like so. What does that mean for Frank's dialogue here? Is that going to push it too much? Maybe? I'm just scribbling circles at this point. Because he'll get to say his line. The ears will be hidden, but that's okay. Then maybe we take the weight. What if we made the weight bigger? Guys, this is what it's about. I'm just trying stuff. Like, what if we covered up Frank's dialogue with it? No, we don't want to do that. We don't want to cover up him. I think I like that positioning better, though, for it. Some variation on that. Wait. And then over here we can move this around. Do we want to leave this? Let's move this over here. We'll clear that. So I kind of get a good idea of the size. I know this is sort of the antithesis of cartoonist, but because the writing is really what's important to people most of the time, and less so the art. But I hate trying to compose a panel with all the text in the way. For some reason, I like to have an idea of where it's going to go, but I don't like the actual text to be there. No, Tristan, that's totally cool, man. Have at it. No, that sounds cool. Totally. Yeah, I'm gonna be uploading like different coloring pages and stuff on my Patreon. I just gotten a few requests from people for you know, larger stuff like that, and so I thought, yeah, sure, why not? I will be glad to do it. Like I said, I've had a Patreon account for a while, but I obviously have not mastered it, so I'm still trying to figure out kind of what people want to see, you know, how they want to interact, and how best to do that. Okay, King Roland, here he comes. He's running in. This is going to be a fun pose. I really want. This is going to be a big one, everybody. This is going to be a big one. In fact, you know what? Let's use the advantage. Let's use this software for what it's intended. That's what I'm saying. Where is the stuff? Where's the beef? There it is. All right, let's close you for just a second. Here we go. Pose. Action. Let's see if we can find a good good action pose. Funny running. I like funny running. Let's do it. So remember, we've used this before. Yeah, Dapus, it is. So the deal here is that clipstudiopaint allows you to bring in a 3D model, like a maquette of a character or of a person, whatever, what have you, and manipulate it. And it's really, really cool. So you can sort of do like that. And it's human IK. It's a little bit hard to deal with, but it's not too bad. Actually, I'm going to undo that, and I'm going to turn off our sketch layer and just sort of work with it here. And honestly, I don't know all the hotkeys and controls, so I'm learning them like pretty much exactly what we're doing here. But it's a lot of human IK manipulation, so you can see how the feet like aren't pinned to the ground or anything like that. Whoa, easy, easy. Oh, I'm doing it. Oh my goodness. So it's kind of hard to manipulate sometimes. So I'd really like it if I could rotate. There we go. I'm gonna get all gimbly here in a minute if I'm not careful. There we go. I don't think it's possible to bring in your own character or rig. I mean, I've never tried it. I've always just used whatever they've got. I just like to use it to sort of get, in place of me sketching and trying to sketch the pose and resketch the pose and stuff like that. You know, if I can just do this and sort of get what I'm looking for, then I will try it. Just, I mean, even if you can get it in the ballpark, it works out pretty well. Even in the ballpark. Yeah, well, you know, and Tristan, I don't see it really being any different than using, like, you know, one of those wooden art school maquettes, you know? I'm just trying to get a decent sort of line of action going here. And I don't even know that I'll show his legs. We may zoom in on that a little bit. And we'll push, you know, here's the thing though, I will definitely push the pose some more once we get it over there. Oh wow, what is this? Oh, looky there. This thing's got manipulators all over the place. Oops. I do kind of want him leaning back and off kilter some. But what I'll do is, so I'm pretty happy with this right now. So what I'm going to do is come over here to the layer that it's on and rasterize it. And that's going to make it an art layer. And then, of course, it takes it out of the camera space so that we can move it around and do whatever we need to with it. And so let's bring our strip back. James Bond. That's pretty funny. So then now it's just art. So we can manipulate it how we want it. So let's do that. And then cut it way down. And then we'll come back in here and we'll just sketch our character right on top. Ta-da! Whoa, if I don't flip my pen. All right, so King Roland has, well, here's the trick. He is an old man, and it would be cool if we did the whole like sword thing. I really want him carrying the sword. And I'm just setting myself up for pain here. Just utter pain. Then we'll have this hand. Sheer utter pain. Because what I want to do is give him armor. Why? I'm gonna be regretting this later when I gotta ink and color all this. We may not even get it finished tonight. But it's super cool that it gives you like all of the like you get all of the dimension lines from the character, you know, that you brought in, which is super cool and helps tremendously. In fact, let's get comical with this. Let's do it like one of those round those round suits of armor, you know? Like he's got the metal collar. And just some random piece of shoulder armor right here. to handle this? You know what I should do is have him not have armor on the bottom. He should just have his tights on. Because I've had him wearing a skirt previously, like with super little bony knees, like little old man legs. Because for that matter, I feel like I would rather have him here, delivering the dialogue here, having the sword. I think crowding him on this side is not servicing that. I think keeping him more toward that third of the screen. And then we get, you know, a nice view of the pommel on the sword. Maybe he's got some nicks on the sword. Not quite handling this hand well either. Then we can come in here and do like this sort of thing along here. Maybe we don't do the little... I was going to do like the little buckler, like the little sort of, you know, wrist buckler that was on occasionally, but... we just cheated the leg completely and did like a do we even do a bottom of a shoe or something maybe? That'd be pretty funny, actually. Just have him being like leather boots. Like fine leather boots. Do something like that. I'm just going to put the rivets on everything. Could work. Could definitely work. We'll have the sword, the handle of the sword, kind of move out that way. This sword's like super huge, and it's actually angling the wrong direction. mean, it really should be doing like that. It's like you want to get that cartoony shape to the sword, but then, you know, like, yeah, for this strip, you really want to get like that kind of thing. But then when that goes back into perspective, it like gets... Yeah, I don't know. Unless maybe we shorten it up. Now that's another possibility too. Is that we don't make the sword very long, like in the blade. Which is actually kind of funny. That's kind of cute. Actually. Yeah, I like that. We're doing that. Hey, Nobrin, welcome. Welcome, welcome. All right, let's get the most important part here. Let's get the helmet and everything going. So here's the deal with Gina's dad, the king. His face is all eyebrows and mustache. So how do we want this to work? If we did the thing where, if we do like the you know what I'm talking about? You have the helmets like this, sort of. Right? And then they have like the laced up thing where it's like this. Which this is, that's cool, you know, and then you get like the little ponytail thing off the back, right? Yeah, no, Bryn, that's exactly what I'm thinking. That's exactly where I'm going here. I think if we lift it up like that, because I just want to hint, like if the readers don't quite know who it is and they're like, who is this fool? That's an okay reaction as well. Start dropping some layers and add another one. We'll drop that down and then come in and see what we can do. Yep. Yep, that's exactly right. So it would basically be, you know, like, in fact, let me see if I can pull up the last drawing of him. It's gonna, I think it was 2016 that he showed up last. Jeez. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, he showed up a little after this, but that's him. Sort of the doting father king. And that's all of Gina's sisters, her 3 sisters. So yeah, 2 giant eyebrows. He's got the nose, we definitely got to do the nose. Get that back over here. Yeah, his face is basically 3 hamsters. That's correct. But I don't know if this helmet, this type of helmet, is the best way to do it. I'm thinking maybe we do instead the kind that has like the face shield. Something like that. Ooh. No. Maybe even better is this is how creativity works, guys. Maybe it's the hood from like Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, right? It's like the Knights Templar hood. You know? He's got like the hood on. That way you get full facial features. Yeah. I think that's a cooler reference, actually. Let's make sure his... Yeah, and then we'll see it back here, and then we'll make sure that like his beard is... Because he's normally got like this very strong beard. So what we'll do is we'll have the beard come down like this, and then go into the hood. How do we handle that? Maybe we have the hood come down... Let's see. Maybe we do like that, and then have it feed up into the hood just a little bit, but we still give him the beard. Yeah, I think that works out a little better. Get rid of that. But yeah, he just gets like the Knights Templar sort of... thing. Yeah, I dig it. That way, this will clean up a lot right here. Yeah, it ends up being a very Monty Python sort of joke, right? Because he's going to be screaming like, "Wait, here I come!" We can handle a lot more subtlety in here once inks get in. We'll give him a little bit more bulbous nose than normal. I imagine this armor's like clack-clang, 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 clack-clang. Like it's just all over the place. Since we're not doing like a two-handed bastard sword or anything, we'll And of course, this is vibrating all over the place. Wait! I want to make sure we at least get the little bit of the sole of the foot. His wrist said it. We may be able to bring that down some, but let's give that a try too. Yeah, his face is very Loraxy. That's true. Can I get that speech bubble down and not... Actually, that's not what I want to do either. I think we can get him positioned to work with this just a little bit and still accomplish our goals. Yeah, I think that's going to work. We need to give this guy a little of the patented Legend of Bill foliage in this wooded area here. As old King Roland comes running in. Give him some tree foliage as well here. It's so nice in the gnome strip to have some different foliage finally, different landscape. Wait, I'm coming to do the battle. That's what I should do, is add more T's and L's in there. Yeah, this strip is kind of all over the place. It's like super non sequitur. It's like you got a dude flying through with his feet, the dragon makes a joke, and then there's an old guy in armor. Story. All right. Yeah, got that one finished up too. It's a little darker over there in the Gnome Syndicate. Alright, so let's take and get rid of our 3D character, which is cool. That feature is just so awesome. I so wish Photoshop would jump on that bandwagon. I think I'm going to do a less blue joke for Frank here too, since we're talking about a sight gag. In the last panel, Give him a whelp. So we'll do a sort of fourth curtain comic joke instead. Well, I'll find him next week, I suppose. All right, let's get on these inks. Sketch layer. Magic. Ink mono. Let's go switch back over here. Inker G, 2.6 millimeters. Phase plasma rifle with a 40-watt range. Let me get another window too. Yeah, Tristan Fuse is very cool. I was in the beta for a few of their 3D shenanigans, and it is quite awesome. But you got to admit that integration into Clip Studio Paint, where it's just like drop in this human IK figure and just start drawing on top of it, or I mean, it's just so helpful, you know. Just one of those things. Just one of them things. Don't take it personal. Might have to zoom out just a little bit and break my rule, but we're doing it anyway. I gotta warm up my ink in hand anyway. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to watch me draw a circle 5 times. Hope it was enlightening. We'll come back and actually put for reals text on that. But for right now, we've got more circles to draw. This one I can get at 100. Woo! Got a little too heavy at the end there. Should have kept that on the bottom. Yikes. That one I don't mind so much. I think those will be fine. All right, let's see. Have that be a little bit thicker for Bill's boot. Now the one thing I like to do with his boots is the areas where the straps are. I like to pull them in a little bit. Occasionally I'll actually go through and raise the strap above that area, you know, more like that sort of thing. But in this case, I think we're just going to roll with it. I'm also trying to, I'm doing those little, just a little sort of Mad Magazine and Playboy style cartoon legs here, right? The non-anatomical, sort of deceptively straight as a stick. You guys know what I'm talking about. Don't like the curvature on that one. That's better. Yeah, there we go. Different sides strapped differently. Yeah, grew legs. That's a good way to put it, Nobrin. Good way to put it. We'll just add some. Whoa, easy there. Let's take our time. Going a little too fast. Sounded like I was about to sing the Three's Company theme song. Come and knock on our door. That's right. Learn a step that is new. Free W's with me. Hey Nobrin, I sure am. Ooh, in fact, you can try out my Nightbot command. I think it's bang credits, if I'm not mistaken. Bang meaning exclamation point. Give that a try. I mean, I'll be glad to tell you, obviously. And answer any questions about anything that I worked on or didn't work on if you ask. But if you could give that command a try for me, that would be awesome. Hey, there you go. Yeah, hopefully that link works, assuming IMDb is up and functioning and all that good stuff. Bang, bang. He shot me down. Bang, bang. No, but that wasn't Show Tunes, Tristan. That was Three's Company. You can go find on YouTube the opening to the show. Oh, thanks, Nobrin. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was very fun. Yeah, Nobrin, I was at DreamWorks for 11 years. It was a long time. When I left, it was pretty hard. It was quite the family. Yeah, there's a lot of animation work out there, and then there's also just a lot more animators. Like, you know, since it sort of became a an okay thing to say that you want to do as a kid. And you know, computer animation made it a lot more accessible to a lot more people. When I started out, I was you know, in traditional animation, and that was tough. Because if you couldn't draw, you were out of luck. And yep, Tristan's right. I do work at Epic Games now on Fortnite. Which is doing great, and a lot of people stream it on Twitch, which is cool. Oh, nice, Nobrin. I used to play EverQuest. So, Nobrin, what are you doing there? And Uh, by what are you doing there, I mean like specifically, not like what are you doing there. You know that it's all context. Oh, very cool. So are you doing concept or modeling? Yeah, right. How they hired you? What? Yeah, not what I meant at all. That's awesome. If there is one thing that I cannot do in the realm of video game art or anything like that, it is absolutely 100% modeling. I'm just terrible. I mean, granted, I haven't done it in a long time because my career kind of diverged from modeling way back. But I have such respect for modelers and character artists. I mean, I get caught up in it. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to make a cool gun, or I want to make like a prop, or I want to make something like that. But it's just the I'm so slow, and then I have so much to learn when it comes to like UVing and making sure that the texture is gonna work and everything, that it's just daunting, super duper daunting. But I have great respect for those people with that talent. Yeah, that is awesome, Free W. That's cool. Same goes to you. Yep, that's true. That's 100% true. No doubt about it. I gotta find where my ruler is. There it is. I have got to figure out just slightly here how I want to do this. Is this something that I want to be moving? Oh, I can move it. Haha. So that's the trick. Oh yeah. So at Epic, we use a little bit of everything, but my main responsibility is with Maya. But I'm also a Blender nerd. So you may see me from time to time doing some of the educational streams from Epic for Blender and UE4. Yeah, I'm a huge Blender nerd, and don't care who knows it. Yeah, Free W it really has. I owe it so much because um, when I first graduated college, and I mean, you know, keep in mind I'm an older guy, so or older person, and so when I first graduated college in 2000, I had to, you know, try to get a job. So my wife and I moved to Orlando, and she was already working at Disney, and I was trying to get into Disney. And to make ends meet, I was doing like After Effects stuff, and I eventually got a graphics job at Disney, but um, doing animation and stuff. But I use Blender for freelance work to do 3D on a super old SGI that I just happened to fall into, and it, it totally paid my rent. So I gotta I gotta give big props to Blender at all times. Yeah, we probably are Free W. I'm gonna be 40 this year in December. There, I said it. Oh, I didn't have 3D school either. Yeah, I was in art school, traditional art, painting, sculpting, drawing, all that stuff. I sort of took it upon myself to learn 3D the hard way. Yep, class of '96. That was high school. Yeah, we did not have 3D school by any means. I had all I had was cracked 3D software and trying to download tutorials and stuff on dial-up. Yeah, I started with Max as well. That was my first. That was my first cracked software. Was Max. First legit cracked 3D software. Before that, I had been playing with POV Ray. Which, don't get me wrong, the you know, the whole piracy thing is absolutely 100% terrible. Not to mention illegal. Much more worse now, I feel, than it was back in the sort of dial-up days, when not everybody was as savvy as they are now. But that being said, if it wasn't for that, I would be in trouble. There were a lot of concepts I had to learn on my own with software that I just couldn't get a hold of, no matter what. Well, and now too, like if you're doing 3D software, I talk to students and kids all the time, and like when I do comic conventions and stuff too, I get a lot of parents who are like, you know, little Johnny over here wants to be an animator and learn 3D animation, and we told him that that's no career and he can't do it and blah blah blah, it's too expensive and all this kind of thing. And I'm you know, I'm telling little Johnny, I'm like, listen, man, go download Blender and start learning. Like, you know, quit watching PewDiePie on YouTube and go watch Blender tutorials. You'll be just fine. Yep. I mean, as far as, yeah, like getting in the field, y'all know, it's like it literally really is the people that you know, right? And eventually the person that you're working beside is eventually going to be the person that recommends somebody else to hire you. And, you know, if you work with them, if they're like, yeah, I'll crunch and get this stuff done, this person is awesome to work with, then you're gonna get hired, like somewhere, you know. Yeah, see, that's what you got to do, man. I kind of shot myself in the foot on this one. It doesn't look that bad though. We're gonna keep it. Excuse me. Excuse me. We come over here and do this. Yeah, that's feeling pretty good. Tristan, I don't think Twitch is going anywhere anytime soon. I think you're A-okay. I think you're A-okay, man. At least for the near future. until the great stream wars of 2020. Actually, I wonder if we should change his mouth shape to something more like her. This just looks a little smiley. Let's make it something a little more urgent. It's so urgent. Make sure we get that line right there. Really signifying that he's got that hood on. There we go. Wow, that's insane. I've seen streamers get, you know, hundreds. But I've never seen an artist get tipped before. I take that back. I take that back. I was streaming one time and got a $5 tip. That's right. That's right. That totally happened. I was streaming. I was drawing, and I was sort of one of my buddies from DreamWorks was co-streaming with me, like co-hosting, doing the you know, like talking, and we were just basically just shooting the breeze, and the guy was a motorcycle fan, and I told him I rode motorcycles, and at the end he was like, well, here's $5 to help you buy your next motorcycle. And I was like, oh, that was so cool, thank you. Sid is awesome. I love Sid. She and I did the creative jam here in Raleigh, and she was so cool. I think that might have been like one of her first public speaking engagements, and she was so nervous, but she did so great. And we talked at dinner, and then we talked for a long time after that. And now she's just so blown up. That's so awesome for her. I was so happy when all the trash doves and everything went viral. Sid is just the best. She's so cool. She's one of those people that, like, you know, when they have success, you just can't be jealous or upset or mad about it. You're just happy for them. She was definitely one of those people. I mean, not to mention her work is fabulous. So, I mean, there's that as well, you know? It's not like she's getting it for free. She works hard. But she is awesome. Hey, Flexius, welcome. How in the world are you? You're just in time for me to back out here and take a look at the strip. I am doing great for a Monday. Streaming with everybody here is kind of the highlight of my workday. So let's jump back, take a look what we got. Let's give this a save. A new CPU, that's awesome. No, Bryn, I use Open Broadcaster Studio, OBS. Yeah, OBS is about all you need. And watch Amazon. I've got a... I mean, I never get to hear my own audio, so I don't know if I sound terrible or not. But I got a Yeti Blue microphone on Amazon Deal Day for super cheap. And so check that out. And then I've just got a mic stand, and I have the mic sort of elevated above, right over here. But yeah, OBS, and you're good to go. Oh, good. Okay, I'm glad it's cool then. Every now and again, I get audio issues. Hey, Black on YouTube, if you're still hanging out, sorry I missed your comment. So this comic is about a barbarian named Bill. You see his feet flying here, and you know what I'll do? Just in case you're hanging out still, I'll pull over last week's because you may have missed it at the first. But I'm a cartoonist if we haven't met before. I am a cartoonist, and I draw 2 comics a week, Legend of Bill and the Gnome Syndicate. And Legend of Bill is about this guy, a barbarian, who used to be an accountant, but then he turned into a barbarian because he hated his job. And he travels around with his blue dragon pal Frank, and they sort of get into mischief. And this is a fantasy world, so like Tolkien and Dungeons and Dragons and all that sort of fun stuff. And so there's fairies, gnomes, orcs, wizards, magic, swords. It's the whole 9 yards. The main character for the Gnome Syndicate is right here. He's Gnome 13. They're kind of like secret agents, and they work with fairies, as you see here, if you can see my mouse. And then here's our main bad guy from the Gnome Syndicate, Lord Baden, and his henchman Roderick. And so, of course, Bill. I've been doing the Gnome Syndicate since 2010, and Bill for about 5 years now. So it was originally created by David Reddick, but he became so busy and successful with other comic strips and being syndicated in the newspaper that he gave it to me to keep alive. And so that's sort of what we're doing. But yeah, welcome. If you're still hanging out, Black, welcome to the stream. And if you have any questions, let me know. It's kind of tough sometimes to keep up with all the different chats on all the different simul streams, but try my best. Oh yeah, no worries, Flexius. The Octane PC. No, I mean I definitely used an old computer called SGI, or a company called SGI that made specific computers for like film and animation. And I did have an Octane, which the Octane computer looked like a where it looked like a dorm room refrigerator was basically how big it was. Do they have a chat, Free W? I should check it out if Restream does have a chat. The thing is, it may be the I'm still using like the free Restream, but hopefully by hitting this I don't like lose my restreaming. I'll need to look into the Restream chat option. See what that's all about. No, Flexius, go right ahead. Oh, Mike used it. I love Mike Milo. He is awesome. Oh no, did it not post? You know, that happened last time too. Huh. Oh, Nightbot. Quit being a so-and-so. Yeah, that is weird. Let me see if I can do it. All right, try that. Oh, poo. Hold on, Flexius. Let me see if this is what you're talking about. Is that what you're... This is the machine. This is the Octane that I had. That was when I was working at a studio. And then this little guy is what I was using, that I had myself, that I ended up buying and paying off, which took forever. I got it from a place that was going out of business in Atlanta as I was moving down to Orlando. At the time, those machines were insane. Now, you have more computing power in your iPhone. But at the time, they were definitely awesome. Yep. Yeah, that Octane was seriously, it was, it's the size of a dorm room refrigerator. Yeah, I mean, it's insane. I'm not even kidding. Like that, I mean, you know, Nobrin and Free W, you guys know the like mobile specs on an iPhone for gaming. You can display more texture in memory on your iPhone than you could in those machines. Just trying to give a little detail here to some of these boots. That's true. Yeah, SGIs, man, that was those were fun though. It's weird though because like I don't know. For me when I was using an SGI, like when I switched over to 3D animation and I got an SGI at my desk, I felt like I had a thing. Like I felt like I had equipment. I felt like more of an artisan, you know? Because it's like, man, I've got this computer. This thing is so powerful. It's specific to what I'm doing. You know, you feel like you earned something. You know, you're like, wow, yeah, look at this. This is I use an SGI. And everybody who had watched like, you know, behind the scenes stuff on VHS tapes of their favorite movie, like Jurassic Park or something, we're all like, yep, that's an SGI, man. That's power right there. That's movies. And so then when Linux came around and you just basically went and bought a PC. And then it was like, yep, well, there you go. But now you have a... That's right. Dude, yeah, Tristan, I'm so lucky to have a Cintiq. So lucky. I mean, there's no two ways about that. I mean, I'm still like if I draw during my lunch hour or lunch break and stuff at work, I'm still using a tablet cuz you know, my Cintiq Companion is actually torn apart in a small box behind me right now. And Wacom, whatever. They refuse to sell. They refuse to sell parts. So I am lucky to have the working Cintiq that I have. It is amazing. Yep. It's true. And honestly, at the time, though, you know, it helped me to be able to get work to have an SGI as well, because, you know, when I would go and talk to clients and things like that, and at that point it was kind of like having a hot rod car, right? Like, what you got in that thing? You know, what you working on? What you got in that thing? And it was like, oh, I use an SGI 02. And they're like, whoa, well, you have super professional equipment, so you must know what you're doing. It's like hiring a wedding photographer because they have a Nikon, right? Flexius, I did look into the Surface Studio. I went to one of the malls around here and actually went to the Microsoft store and played with it. And I drew on it for a little while, and I did not like it. And a large reason why I didn't like it was mainly because of the fact that it's not a peripheral, the fact that it's a giant, you know, monitor with a small PC, and it just didn't work for me. I mean, the dial was kind of cool and everything, but it just didn't work for me. I need my digital drawing surfaces to be a peripheral, like a true peripheral, you know? Plus, I'm not a big fan of the fact that I can't customize. I do stylus customizations on my Wacom styluses, and so I've used the Surface before, the original Surface and stuff, and just the lack of me not being able to do that is kind of a turn off for me. So I have not gotten into it. Oh, Nobrin, congratulations. That's awesome. Oh, wow, that's a great deal. 400 bucks off. I've heard a lot of good stuff about Artisul, Tristan. Like a lot of good stuff. I just need to I just need to give it a try. I know there's a lot of people out there who are dead set on finding a Cintiq alternative, and I would be all about it if I can find one that has the same quality, same build quality and same sort of hardware quality. I mean, I may be jinxing myself, but other than the companion, I mean, I haven't had a lick of trouble with anything I've ever owned from Wacom. So Surface 3 Non-Pro. Oh, Fedora. Yeah, I love Linux. I'm a Linux nerd as well. Oh, that's a bummer. Oh, yeah, that is a mess. Yeah, Flexius, that sucks. Oh, good. That's cool to know, Tristan. Yeah, the Huan is another one. Yeah, Cintiqs are definitely expensive. Yeah, Abdul, I don't have a Discord channel yet. I do have Discord, and I have a couple of servers, but I have not sort of integrated it into my streaming yet. But it's definitely on the list. And welcome to the stream, by the way. Make yourself at home. Enjoy the comic, and or well, the drawing of the comic, and let me know if you need anything. No, no, no. I'm giving you the eye, Flexius. You mean like a draw over or something you're working on? Yeah, sure. If we can get it to post, that's the trick. I don't know. I don't know why Nightbot is being such a Nightbot tonight. No, I leaned in to welcome Abdul to the channel. And to say, hang in there. We'll be crossing the Discord bridge pretty soon. I feel like, especially when we get enough regular visitors to warrant chatting in there. I think that'll be awesome. Yeah, well, I obviously don't have time to draw it tonight, but yeah, if you send it to me, maybe we'll like maybe next week on stream or something, we'll warm up with a quick sketch. That'd be cool. I can just do my warm up on screen. On stream, I should say. Oh, Nobrin, thanks for stopping by. And hey, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe if you haven't already, so that you know when I go live again. You're always welcome back. Always, always. I think we are almost ready. To start flattening this guy. All right. Did we do it? Okay, let's get our not that. Let's get our byline on. Give it a save. Oh, okay. Yeah, Flexies, I've got the link. Oh, yeah. Yeah, maybe next week, just remind me, and we can. I'll warm up with that, if that's cool with you. Yeah, sure. We can probably work up a sketch or something next week. Like I say, I usually warm up anyway, so that sounds good to me. Checking all that. All right. So let's go ahead and get that other text going in here with ye old text tool. Ye oldie texty tool. Now this, we've sort of talked about the differences between Clip Studio Paint and Photoshop before, but this right here is where Photoshop just wins in spades, is dealing with text. I mean, this font display is really cool, and it works out great, but it just, like, if you want to bend that text, color the text, it just you end up having to jump through a lot of hoops. You like have to kind of get it the right size ish for what you want, and I can't do anything with it yet. Like, I can't move it, I can't rotate it, I can't edit it because it's like a text layer. So usually I end up having to duplicate it in case I need to make text changes, and then rasterize it. Then I can get transformations on there. Then what I like to do is fill it with white. And now this is actually pretty cool though. Like, you can come in and just instantly make a stroke around things, which is cool. That part's cool. So that part I dig. But like, if I wanted to sort of bend that T down a little bit, you know, like make it so it's kind of going back in space just a little bit, they make you work for it. So I can either come in and do like these meshes. I mean, I can like go and get the perspective tool and start playing with that. Or I can come in and actually adjust it with this like mesh deformation, which is cool as well. It's just not quite as intuitive as Photoshop's text tools. So oh no. Well, Flexius, we will get it done maybe the week after then. But don't worry, we'll get it for sure. We'll get you taken care of. Whenever you're back, we'll get you taken care of. Don't worry. Let's see here. All right, let's get our sketch off. And we'll save this. Straighten up the text a little bit. I'm coming to do the battle. Sit down, Dad. All right. All right, let's get some flats in here. Yeah, I got the image bookmark, but yeah, I appreciate you keeping that, Tristan. That'll be a huge help. One guy threatened you because you timed him out for 1 second. That's awesome. You don't time me out? Yeah, absolutely. Who's your friend, Flexius? The factions. Well, hey, the factions. Welcome to the stream. This is where we hang out every Monday night and draw comics. And occasionally make cartoons, do some animation, that fun stuff. Don't worry, factions. We love the lurk. Loving the lurk, loving the lurk. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. That's more betterer. So let's get all of our text off. Come in and handle all of our white areas. I need to also fix a couple of things here that I'm noticing. Tristan Grant. Tristan Grant is the one of the most skilled mods in the history of Twitch. Yep. Tristan was master of Adobe and did an amazing job for everybody at Adobe. Tristan is like, I think you are the top mod on Twitch as far as the number of channels you're in. And you do amazing work. So Tristan is the boss. He's the boss man. That's for sure. I don't believe a word of that, Tristan. I think that those people who mod for more are actually just Smurf accounts, and you're running those as well. That's what I think. Yep, I think that's the deal. Wait a minute. There we go, that's better. Got out my color reference tonight, everybody. We'll zoom right on in there. Then we're going to change it up slightly here. That's right, Tristan. Ah, cartooning club. I'd dig it. I actually have. I still have the original strips from a couple of comic strips that I drew for my high school newspaper, like when I was a freshman in high school. I literally have the actual paper that I drew it on. Let's see. Bill Boots. Bill Boots. Bill Boots. Bill Boots. Bill Boots. No Bill Boots. Lego Club. Oh, dude. Those were black and white then. What, the Legos or the comics? Yeah, I wish. I know a one of the guys that I work with is huge into Star Wars Legos, and I would be too if I had more money and time. All right, let's focus over here on this guy. That is the only skin tone he has. Oh man, Lego has always been expensive. The thing is though, Lego is a better investment than gold from what I've heard. I mean, I've got guys that I work with that like trade on Bricklink and all these sites that are like black market Lego individual piece buying sites. I mean, I say black market, it's totally sanctioned. It's fine. But it's pretty crazy. I had no idea any of this existed. And then was like, "What?" What? Yeah, dude, Free W, check out Bricklink is one of them. And then I'm trying to think of the other one, the other major site. There's Bricklink, there's oh, I can't think of it, but it's basically you can buy individual pieces like there's a serial number for each piece. Some of the guys I work with know the serial numbers and are like, "Oh, that's a whatever piece." And can estimate cost and all kinds of craziness. It's pretty funny. I think we got too much blue. I think I'm gonna go with a purple for this. Wow, that's a gorgeous purple, but I don't know if it's the right purple. It's just a smidge loud for what I want, I think. Yeah, that feels a little more royal. And we can be royals. Let's do this. Stunk. Epic Games was definitely already pretty epic. Let me get my bucket. Where's my bucket? Let's go a little darker. I'll just do this. I'm coming. That flatted relatively quickly. Let's go ahead and get a save here. Hey, see you later, Flexius. Have a great week. And don't worry, man. We'll get your character drawn. We'll get there. Thanks for hanging out as always, and have a great night. Oh, I'm doing silliness before I'm ready. Let's get over the actions. Color layer. There we go. Okay, let's get it. Let's get it on. We definitely want to multiply this. That's another thing in the eternal. What's the difference in Photoshop and this software? The way they do the radial gradient with the actual circle that you can see, I just appreciate that. I really do. Makes things nice. Makes things real nice. All right, let's see what we got here. Man, that always just adds depth. That's just, it's so crazy. I love how art works. And I mean, all I'm doing is just trickery. I'm not even making art here. We're just making tricks. Let's grab these other plants while we're doing plants. Affinity Designer, I haven't, but I'm intrigued now. Totally intrigued. I'll have to look it up and check it out. Let's do the sky. Do 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 do. Well, let's do this first. Multiply, yes. Please and thank you. Whoa. All right, now we grab the orange. The orange, the jus d'orange. Oh, that was a multiply. I did not want that. This is where I always forget. Every week. How do I always forget every week what the best setting is to get this effect? Never fails. Save that. All right, let's grab a dab Bill's boots and color layer. It's like Photoshop and Illustrator put together. What? Works with PSD files and Photoshop brushes. No. All right, I'm gonna hit this link so I can come back to it. Just 50 bucks. All right, I'll check this out because that sounds like just craziness. Hey, Helber Soares, welcome. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate your beautiful work as well. And no, you're not too late. We're just we got to the flatting part here, so I'm going in and doing some cut and grad coloring on the comic for this week. But welcome to the stream. Sorry if I didn't answer you quickly. I've been sort of gravitating back and forth between all the different streaming platforms I'm on. So I got to figure out this this restream chat deal, and then that'll be better. But nonetheless, welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're having a great week. Hey, Jimma girl. I assume that's GRL girl. Oh, I love the lurk. I'm always a lurker too whenever I'm watching other people's streams, so no shame in the lurk. No shame in the lurk. Hopefully you're having a great night. Also, your emotes are absolutely adorable. Love them, love them, love them. Yeah, let me see. I'm going to click over to Restream and try this. So hopefully everything stays okay. I'm going for the chat. Windows, we got Web Chat Alpha over here. All right, I'm checking this out. Copy this URL to the browser plugin of your encoding software or open it in a browser. This is happening. It's going to be like, haha, we just hacked your bank account and stole all your money. Let's see if this works. Is everybody still with me? I got nothing yet in my browser, so let me refresh. I got 1 of 2 connected. Yeah, no, Twitch is good. Yep, that's something I'll have to figure that out. Oh, hey, okay, so now I'm seeing Free W, YouTubers Test, Tristan Grant, Hello World from YouTube. Sound off, everybody. Looks like Twitch disconnected from it, but YouTube chat's coming through. Yeah, I'll have to play with that. I'll try and get the app that they offer to download as well, and go from there. That'll be a fun little project for next week. We'll get that going. That'll be cool. Oops. Thought I already grabbed Frank. I guess I didn't. Making a color layer. That's okay, because I'd grabbed too much anyway. Yeah, I will definitely try out the app. We'll see if we can get it. See if we can get it working for next week. Because that'll be cool if we can. Little bit of Frank in my strip. Let's go ahead and give Frank a highlight as well. Just a little bit. We're not going to get crazy with it. He starts to get a little neon when you put too much of a highlight on him. So we'll kind of take it easy. Doo-doo. All right, let's get this monstrosity going over here. Let's start out with this purple. I have got a Darkwing Duck t-shirt that is almost this purple. And I love it. I'm not going to lie to you. If anybody else remembers Darkwing Duck. Whoops. Darkwing was the best. Speaking of which, the new DuckTales cartoons are awesome. I haven't seen all of them, but the ones that I was able to see were so cool. I love what they're doing with Webby and the nephews being more individual characters. I'm digging it, just digging it. I don't know how you guys are feeling about it, but or if you've had the chance to see them yet. Do. Oh, they're so good. Yeah, Free W, if you get the chance, check it out. Ms. Beakley, the housekeeper, is not like a traditional sort of Mary Poppins housekeeper. She's more like an executive assistant who basically runs everything. Like she keeps Scrooge going, and you know, it's interesting because they're doing it like, you know, Scrooge is this like super famous adventurer. Obviously he's rich and everything, but you know, when they started the show, he sort of lost his mojo, and Donald's trying to get a job, and through him keeping the kids for Donald, things kind of work out. And Webby is Miss Beakley's granddaughter, but Webby is like a super Scrooge McDuck historian and like super adventurous, and she knows martial arts and all kinds of stuff. Like she's the most useful character. It's just really good. Because, you know, before like in the old cartoons, Webby was always like the damsel in distress kind of character, right? And that kind of thing just does not fly. No pun intended. Bam! They even in the first few episodes that I was able to see, they even hinted at Darkwing and Gizmo Duck already. So you know that's happening. Somebody will definitely be calling DW when there's trouble. Yep, let's go back to this armor. Let's grab some of this light blue here. So what I'm doing is just sort of giving a little reflective layer here to some of this armor from the blue sky that we got going on. Then I'm going to come back with a white. and just sort of hit it in places. Just to throw a little bit of highlight here and there. We'll do some offset highlights on the rivets. Buttons, rivets, whatever you want to call them. This is like the most unauthentic piece of armor like ever drawn. And then we need to hit the gold as well. Hit the color layer. Do. Whoops. Just a little bit there. The only thing I feel like we could do is maybe come in here on the skirt and do just a little bit of that. Go back there and set this to screen. There we go. All right. Wait, wrong one. Wrong weight. Let's give this a save. And let's just take a look here. Let's take a look-see. Let's figure out where I'm going to put my signature that makes the most sense, which I think I see. Do. Let's see. Yeah, let's do this here. Let's just try to not have it be so dang huge. Save that. Boom. Oh man, we got to put some color on the weight though, for sure, because that's, we got to do that. I think we should reference the purple. Yep, I think we should reference the purple and do it as a gradient. Do it as a gradient. Let's just do it with that for right now. Oh, it's screen. We were talking about differences again in Photoshop and clipstudiopaint. I can't find a way to hide the marching ants, and that drives me crazy. I love that they have this little selection launcher here, but man, it just kills me. Maybe that's it. Oh, oh my God, discoveries. Wow. Never mind, back to loving it. I just don't know if I'm feeling that now that I look at it or not. I think it may need to be bolder. Like an orange. Or even a red. Like a stop sign red. I think stop sign red is the way to go. Wait. Yes, my head explode. All right, gang. Look at that at 11 o'clock too. It's just like perfect timing. So I'm gonna post this strip and get it up on the web for everybody to read, and probably call it a night. So thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. It's been great. Have a great week. Hopefully, maybe I'll be on a little bit later in the week. We'll see. Again, always watch Twitter, and that's where I'll post. So everybody have a great night, and we won't do a raid tonight. But if you're new for the first time tonight, welcome. Like, follow, and subscribe. Check all the social media down below, and we will see you again real soon. Have a great week, everybody.